In this sidebar to our April cover story, Karl Schledwitz, Chairman and CEO of Monogram Foods, tells Andy Hanacek, Editor-in-Chief of National Provisioner, about the food safety accomplishments of the company in the past year. The pair also discussed worker safety and future initiatives for the company in those areas.
Karl, thank you so much for having me out here to Monogram, to the corporate headquarters here in Memphis, and I'll be visiting the Martinsville plant soon, so thanks in advance for letting me go out and visit. I wanted to talk to you a little bit first, kind of separate from the cover story, about the food safety and employee safety initiatives and accomplishments that Monogram has had. I know that you guys take it very seriously, and I wanted to make sure we gave your team members the due credit. So, food safety first. You were telling me earlier you guys have reached some milestones in the past year that you're pretty proud of. What are they?
Sure. I don't think there's anybody in our business that wouldn't tell you that food safety is the #1 risk that any company has, and so we take it very seriously. We do, in Monogram, we have 5 manufacturing plants, and we do a lot of co-packing for some of the leading brands in the country. We do some licensing of some major brands, and we also do a lot of private label. So as a result of that, we have a lot of different third-party inspections. All of our plants are either SQF 3 or BRC certified, and of course they do their annual audits. But on top of that, all your co-packers and private labels, many retailers, etc. So last year, we had 46 independent third-party audits in our 5 plants.
Wow.
And we got an A equivalent in all 46 audits. I'd like to say it reminds me of the grades I got in college, but that's more A's than I got in all 4 years of college.
You and me both.
And we may never be able to replicate that again, but that is our goal. That's our standard. We are actually having sweatshirts made up that say the A team, and we're giving them out to everybody that's in Q&A and involved in food safety, which is a lot of people, but we take it very seriously.
What would you say the biggest challenge in getting that A grade on such a consistent basis is for your team? You know, obviously food safety, you know, is challenging, but but what is the biggest hurdle that they had to overcome in order to get that?
You know, the team will tell you that it is a focus. It is an unrelentless focus every day. It has to be part of every decision that is made, has to have food safety at the forefront. There is no room for error, and so it has to be #1 at all time. And the behaviors we value, we say food safety and employee safety are the most important behaviors that we have in our company.
So keeping that focus is obviously, you know, the paramount thing here with food safety. And then you mentioned worker safety, employee safety. Let's talk a little bit about that. What accomplishments, or what are you most proud of in terms of that area at the plant level?
You know, we have cut our workers' comp mod in half, and the recoverable rate average for a food manufacturer is 5.0. And we're right at 3 this year, and we used to be years ago above 6. And we hired a woman to focus on it, Lynn, up at our Chandler plant, and she has now hired other people in each of our plants, and they work with HR. Part of our onboarding for new employees has an employee safety component, and then there's continual emphasis in training, and it too is part of the DNA of the company.
So that focus alone is probably the biggest factor in reducing the rate, or are there any initiatives?
Yeah, focus and training.
Okay.
We one of the other behaviors we focus on at Monogram is celebrating our successes. So when we go periods of time with employee safety records, we celebrate them. We have cookouts for the entire plant. We celebrate our food safety records, and a lot of recognition and celebration to go with it.
So food safety, worker safety together, you know, or one or the other, put you on the spot just a little bit here and ask, what's the next step for you guys? You know, food safety, you got all the A's and everything. Obviously,
Right.
keeping that, maintaining that would be a key step. But in terms of maybe the worker safety, where you still have room to
Right.
drive things down, you know, what's the next step in the evolution there?
Well, you are right. You can't beat straight A's. So
Uh-huh.
trying to maintain those is where it's at with food safety. We do have room to improve with employee safety. So this year we are actually incorporating that in part of bonus for
Oh.
eligibility for our senior plant folks that affect what happens in employee safety. So we're making it part of the criteria of how much bonus you earn.
Okay, very good. Well, again, thank you, Karl. I appreciate you having me out
Right.
and you talking to me and giving me a tour of all this. You know, I look forward to learning more about the company when I go out to Martinsville as well. And thanks again.
Great, thanks a bunch.